Hey everybody, welcome back to Fairville Plays The Binding of Isaac. I'm so sorry, I'm like checking my phone literally as I'm doing this introduction. I've been thinking, we had an amazing Delirium run last time. If you didn't watch last episode, I highly recommend the first break of the game, and it got me into the mood. We should do some challenges. Now, I think we start with the highbrow challenge. Why? Couple reasons. First of all, it's a relatively... I forgot about this. Alright, it's a relatively easy challenge. You know, not all challenges in Isaac... Secret Room? Oh, it was common, I knew it. Not all challenges in Isaac are created equally. Some are very easy. Some are just an absolute nightmare. Highbrow, it's like middle ground. Hold on, I think... audio seems a little bit loud. I'm just going to lower that just a tad because I'm all paranoid about my audio levels now, as you are as you become a more prominent YouTuber. But highbrow, it's one of those where I think it's fair to say that it's like middle of the road. It's not the most difficult challenge, but it's not the hardest. But either way, the reason I want to start off with the highbrow challenge, doing it now, is because the unlock is the Yara rune. And the Yara rune is a very powerful rune that I would very much like to have sooner rather than later. And now that, you know, look, now that Delirium is going to be on the checklist of things to do, I think we might as well give ourselves the best chance possible. So we'll get our cube of meat. We don't have a shop, but we do have petrified poop as our starting trinket. I don't think there are... I'm going to go in here. Is it worth it? Potentially. Okay? Alright. So it wasn't worth it. Not in the sense that I would do it again or recommend it to my children, but at the same time, you know what? It has to be done. Get your HP, we're going down. Now, because we're not going to be grabbing any items, shops we could still make use of, but no items, we do have to be a little careful. Ideally, I would very much like to get a deal with the devil. Just pick up something that's fine. I mean, this if you couldn't tell, this challenge, it's, you know, it's a poop joke. We have petrified poop, we have the flush, which I guess I really might want to be using every once in a while, even though maybe not in this room. Number one, we have butt bombs, we have turdy touch. It's the poop joke, I get it. The virus is also a good pickup. I'm not expecting too much in the way of objective difficulty in this challenge. I think we have the Isaac know-how and can-do-itness in order to pull a decent win. Plus, on top of that, I hate this floor. I genuinely do not like this floor because I just don't trust myself to not get hit by these guys. Even though I shouldn't, I don't like them. I think if we are gonna come across challenges on this challenge, it's not gonna come from the challenge itself. It's gonna come from me being bad at the game, which honestly is still a very realistic thing to worry about. Secret room? Secret room? You know what? I'm still okay with that. 2 bombs for 6 cents. Is it the best trade in the world? No. But at the very least, it sets us up a little bit for the future. Anyway. So this challenge, hopefully not too bad. And look, are we going to do more challenges after this? Maybe. We'll see how I'm feeling. That's pretty much how I've been looking at... This is gonna sound bad. But I promise you it's not as bad as I make it sound. But it's pretty much how I've been looking at YouTube in general. You know? I'll be like, oh, we have a couple games to look at for the What Even Is series that are going to be coming up. Thank you for the support on that. It's been a lot of fun. This is going to sound weird, but like getting a key from a game from like a developer and then them being like, hey, do you want to like make a video about this? I have no idea how to respond to that. I know like professionally I should be like, oh, I'd very like the opportunity to work with you on showcasing your game and, you know, presenting it to my audience, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, that's how I should be. But realistically, the inside voice within my head is like, oh my god, they're giving you a game, dude. That's like, you know, it's a little bit fangirly, if I have to say. If I'm being, like, completely honest with you. We have Curse of the Blind. So I don't want to buy anything from this shop. But yeah, oh, dude, there goes our deal with the devil chance. And of course, immediately after, the poop... You know what? You think this is some sort of like sick joke? Monstro. Dude, send the poop up, get rid of his minions, just worry about the babies. Alright. A little salty. We still have a decent chance of getting a deal with the devil. Like I said, The challenge from this run, it's going to come from me being bad at the game, not necessarily the game actually, you know, this challenge being one of a difficult reputation. I have no idea how we're going to deal with the more difficult challenges, especially the ones that, like, there are some difficult challenges that just basically don't unlock anything. You know, there's some that it's ridiculous, and then you unlock a pill that does nothing, and you're like, so realistically, you made the entire game worse because now you have, Jesus Juice is pretty solid. Not only do you have another pill in the rotation, but it's actively bad, so I don't know why you would want it, and it's you know, it's a nightmare. But I think maybe, just maybe, what we're going to do is I'll do the challenges that have banging unlocks, like this one, and we'll use that to our benefit as we continue on. This is a great room to have the flush ready, man. Sending all of these little boys down into the poop shadow realm, it would have been really nice. But I think we should also keep that in mind. Understand that we do have the flush. We're probably not going to be picking up many more items outside of Deal with the Devil. I don't care enough to open that, dude. That's a different story. If we could find a Hangman card, I'd be all about that. But yeah, we have some more What Even Is coming out soon. And I know, dude, it's crazy. January, it's a weird time of year for games. Not just indie games, but like games in general. Nothing comes out in the first week, or first half of January, the first like 2 weeks. I don't want to say the entire month of January, because as a baby who was born in January, I want to represent my month of birth a little bit more than it deserves. You know, January, it's not the best month, but it's hard to be a good month. You know why? Because it has to follow up from Christmas, dude, or even like December in general. It's not even just Christmas. It's like all freaking holidays, all major holidays of the festivals of the lights coming in December. How are you supposed to deal with that? It's like if you're a middle child and your older brother is a lawyer that exclusively does law-related jobs for neurosurgeons. Like, how do you compete with that? I'm not saying that, you know, there's nothing you could do to hold a candle to the light. All I'm saying is that it's going to be a little bit more difficult. That's kind of how January is. It's a good month. It's a solid month. Unfortunately, you know, it's you think January, you're like, okay, New Year's, yep, knew that was going to come. That's fine. We have Spirit Heart Protection. Very, very much so need to get a Deal with the Devil sooner rather than later. January comes, what do you think? You think, dude, it's going to be cold and frozen out. I'm going to have to go and shovel if you do live in a part of the world that actually does get snow, like me. We have a decent amount of snow right now. Dude, right now we're like in the middle of Snowmageddon, which is great, because we get like one of these every year, usually in January, I will admit, which doesn't help me make the case that January is a good month. But, you know, dude, every month or every year in January, Canada gets hit with like these crazy snowstorms. It's usually not so bad. This is a good room. I like this room. Give me more rooms like this. No combat, instant reward. As a millennial, that's how I like it. I don't want to be confrontational, and I would like to get paid for my work here. Is this an XL floor? It's caves too, brother. Okay. Don't be checking the map when you're getting hit. We haven't come across our shop yet. I was going to say, it has to be soon. None of this is worth taking. Okay. It's the Hanged Man card. What did I say? I told you, man, you just gotta believe. What was I talking about? Right, we're in the middle of Snowmageddon. Toronto, a lot of people don't believe this, especially if they're, oh my god, my throat, excuse me. Especially if they're out of Canada. And whenever I say, Toronto doesn't really get that much snow, they'll be like, I thought you lived in Canada. No, you don't understand. Canada is like a vast continent that stretches across, like, you know, the entire hemisphere. It's just because the Arctic snows a lot. That's pretty good. You know what? I'm gonna take Guppy's head. You might be saying, but Fairville, this goes against the spirit of the challenge. Here's my response to that. I don't give a flying rat's ass. I will take whatever I need to take in order to get through these challenges at a brisk pace. We're 8 minutes in and at Caves 1. That's pretty brisk. However, I don't think it's brisk enough. I think we need to pick up the pace. I would like to move even faster, dude. I want to burn through these. We will play you twice. Okay. I'll play you Twice more. Okay. Mom's bottles of pill. Could be good. It was, in fact, good, but we're not going to go any harder than that. We'll take our luck up and we'll peace out. But right now, I think Edmonton, or even Vancouver, dude. Vancouver apparently is just, man, this is a really good room if I had the... explode. He ate it. It still exploded. If I had flush, this would have been a really good room. Kind of regret. Do I regret not taking flush with me? Absolutely not. No. I never will regret taking Guppy's freaking head over the flush. But let's just kill Chad. Let's get out of this. Vancouver right now, like 40 centimeters of snow. That's a lot, man. I don't think we've ever had that much snow. Do I want both of these? Give me Fear Shot. Give me the pentagram. Is it risque? It is risque. But remember, this is only going to the mom's foot fight. Not even the mom's heart fight. I'll do it, dude. I'm not a coward. Okay, first one, not bad. Our range has actually been completely salvaged. I don't know how this has happened. Maybe the toothpicks, if I have to take an educated Isaac guess. Really? Alright. I'll play you. You get 2. You get 2 coins, and then after that, we're going to go on. I think our chances of clearing this challenge, probably they'll put it at 90%, you know? The only thing that could screw me up at this point is, well, you know, the standard things. Taking like a stupid amount of damage, not paying attention, thinking that you're invincible, aka an unkillable god, walking into the boss a whole bunch of times because you're impatient, and then you throw away, like, you know, 15 minutes worth of work and effort. I don't think that's what's going to happen in this situation, though. You want to know why? Hold on, my tangents. What was I talking about? January, right. We get Snowmageddon, and right now Vancouver's getting a lot of snow. Okay, I want to talk about something. This did happen in my city, Toronto, but it hasn't happened in my city for like almost 3 decades. However, it's something that we always get made fun of, but I want to bring it up because it just recently happened to another Canadian. Do you want to stop with all these red hearts? It's a little bit much. I would much prefer spirit and or money. X-Lax? It's thematic, but I don't want it, dude. Toronto, this happened before I was born. So I know, oh wow, that's so long ago. Yeah, okay, laugh it up. Oh, look at the 27-year-old playing video games on YouTube. Yeah. Either way, before I was born, Toronto had a massive, disgusting snowstorm. Horrible. It was so bad that the streets were, you know, unsalvageable within a reasonable time period. So they had to call the army in order to help clean up the roads. Now, personally, I don't see anything wrong with that. But apparently, whenever anybody finds out about that, they're like, wow, you guys called the army because you had a little bit of snow? No, you don't understand. It wasn't a little bit of snow. It was like snow drifts that were like going up the sides of buildings, clogging up entire streetways. It's not a little bit of snow. If you're like, oh, you have like a nice little, a small snowfall of 10 centimeters? Oh, yeah, call the army for that. It's their Canadian taxpayers' dollars at work right there, let me tell you that much. No. This was like 70 friggin' centimeters. It had to be done. You don't understand. But I don't like it, because everyone makes fun of us because of it. And I have to hear it, and I disagree with it, because why do I need to hear about something that I had nothing to do with because it happened before I was born? Don't get mad at me. Don't be like, oh, wow, your government called in the army for some snow. You don't understand. Do we want the Bible? I'll be real with you. What are you? Strength card could be good. I would very much like, you know, I'm not trying to sound, okay, now even more so, but I would very much like a spirit heart. Not even like more, just one. One spirit heart is good for me in my mental acuity right now. However, I heard that, and now I'm sorry because I don't remember the actual city that did it. I think it was Vancouver, but it might not be. It might have been like somewhere in British Columbia or something like that. But I heard that they also had to call in the army in order to help them with the snow recovery. To which point I say, you know what, dude? You have my sympathy, brother. I respect you. I understand it. It's a difficult position to be in. Because I know people are going to make fun of you for something, but now I don't have to hear about it. Oh my god, dude. It's the Little Delirium, which we unlocked last episode. And if you haven't seen how we did that, you should go watch that episode. That's right. It's called self-promotion. Little Delirium is a great item. There's Little Delirium, and then there's like Delirium, which is a spacebar item. But Little Delirium basically follows you around and switches between various familiars and takes on their effects. Sometimes you get bangers, sometimes you get, duds, but the fact that he constantly changes is what makes it, at the very least, nice and usable. Let's put it that way. If you do something completely embarrassing in high school and everyone makes fun of you because of it, but then a year later somebody else does the exact same thing and now it's on them. That's what's happening now with this other city calling in the army, and I'm so happy for it. Double spacebar item doesn't help us too much, but I was way too excited, so I just took it without thinking. That's massive. We'll take that. We'll keep going. Please, for the love of God, do not accidentally walk on any spikes and lose your immediate spirit heart that you just picked up. You should be very proud of everything you've done so far in your life, sweetie. Keep it up. But you know what? Give me the luck up, too. Dude, 3 luck is very solid. I don't think there's anything wrong with, asking for help, In the world that we live in, with all the drama and all the unnecessary that's going on, I think it's fine, dude. Basically, what's the point of the story? It's very simple. If you find yourself to be drowning in 70 plus centimeters of snow, and this isn't literal snow, now I'm being in metaphorical snow, You find yourself drowning in snow, call the army, brother. Reach out, talk to your local dispatcher, be like, I don't know how you would call the army. I don't think that's something a civilian could do. But again, this is a metaphor. Don't actually call your army if you need help shoveling your driveway. I swear to God. Come on. You gotta, understand. Oh, well, this man on YouTube told me to do it. No, I didn't. You know I didn't. Don't put me into this mess, okay? I have enough issues to worry about. But you see yourself drowning in snow? You call someone, brother. Don't let it build up, because if you let it build up, next thing you know, all the streets are covered. You won't be able to get down to your morning commute. The 401 East and the Don Valley Parkway are all backed up, and it's I got to get down to Queen Street so I can do my job. And then everyone's like, well, you can't get down to Queen Street right now because I don't know if you've noticed, but there's 78 freaking thousand miles worth of snow everywhere. Nobody's getting it anywhere. It's you don't understand. I have to go to work or else I'm going to be fired, and then I'll lose my entire apartment, get kicked onto the streets with a squalor, and what am I supposed to do then? And they're like, well, you should have called the army, brother. Too bad, though, because if you did call the army, it would have made fun of you for the rest of your life, you friggin' nerd. Anyway. So yeah, January's a weird month. But at the same time, there's also, not too many games coming out, too. So I'm really hoping that when we get into... And yo, no disrespect if you're an indie game developer. I don't know. It's weird, because I do know, some indie game devs watch these videos. I don't know why, but thanks, I guess. Yo, Lemon Party, huh? I Can See Forever, also pretty good. I think we're just gonna go and finish this up. Yeah, it's gonna be a quick one, but it's definitely gonna help us out. Getting the Era Rune is gonna be incredible. But I mean, what was I talking about? Yeah, just January. Either way, it's usually on the lower end of games. I'm not saying that, January has never seen a good game come out in its entire existence. I really don't want to do this, but now we're here, huh? So I might as well keep it up. Dude, 4 additional luck is pretty banging. Alright, Monstro 2, dangerous to fight when you have the power to fear him. It makes him very unpredictable, and already this is a boss that is already kind of, you don't have the best track record with him. Let's put it that way. Play it safe, play it slow. You got 2 more waves after this. See, right there, dude. I knew he was jumping, but he didn't freaking jump towards me. He jumped within the same plane of existence as me. Yo, just let me keep the Incubus, dude. Yo, my knee is so itchy right now, but I can't stop. I feel it swelling up in my upper calfial area. Please, just kill the Loki. Are we done? Don't make me fight one more. Okay. Oh, thank God. Hold on. Let me scratch here. Look, it's a basic human desire. Ooh, speaking of basic human desires, I'd very much like to absolutely crack into that. A nice cold one with the boys. Also, keep in mind, you have butt bombs. Those are good middling tier bombs. Full room AoE effect. Absolutely probably going to be using one here. Oh, no, dude, it's double Chad. Despite this run going very well, we still have, I sacrificed myself so that we could do a little bit of damage. The story of my life. Despite this run going relatively well, we do have what is known in the Isaac industry as bad DPS. You know what? Sure, why not? What's the worst that happens, dude? Put a little bit more AoE out here. Deal with it. He's now in our own domain. Play it slow, casual. We're good. I've been enjoying playing like more indie games, dude. I know it's like, well, Farrah, how many pixel art indie games can you possibly play on your channel? And the answer to that is, dude, man, if you can imagine how many of those I could find in January when like nothing happens. Just you wait until like we get into like the busy season for game development. My sweet God, man, it's gonna be insanity. I would very much like to get into that double bombable room there. However, I need one more bomb, please. Is there a shop? We can make this work. We're constantly short on everything. The shop does not have a bomb. It also doesn't have any items that I would really like to make use of. I just want to be secure in my ability to kill Mom. Right now, I am secure in my ability to kill Mom. However, I'm not secure in my ability to believe that I can in fact kill Mom. This shouldn't be an issue. Okay, now I feel a lot better. That by itself means that we should be able to fly through this. The Yara rune is going to open up so many potentialities and possibilities for us in the not-so-distant future. And on top of that, and I don't mean to, like, you know... Well, I mean, this is literally the reason why I did this. The fact that the Yara rune will be the only rune that we have unlocked, we know that every time we get a rune, it will be Yara. So we can use that for a little bit more problem-solvings and theory craftings in the future, too. So that's nice, too. I don't know if we have blank card unlocked. I believe... Almost walked into a friggin' rolling brain, brother. I believe blank card is an Eden unlocked, but I do not remember from what. So we might have to do some Eden runs, if I'm being honest, it's something we should have been doing anyway. Okay, look. Keys are for the most part useless in this run. We're gonna go for that. This is on easy mode, right? Look, we could go all the way back up and bomb into that room, or I could just like fight Mom and ideally like end this. And plus with Cuban meat, it's probably more than a foregone conclusion. Worst case scenario, we die and I have to do this again. If that's the case, I'll probably just like not upload this video and then I could use the same material for a round 2, brother. That's right, that's the true secret of banter-based YouTubers. They have a bad episode, they just pretend it never happened and then they recycle the jokes. You think I was bad at recycling my content before? You have no idea what's coming up, brother. Take the latchkey, end it. Look at that. Rune of Yara has been acquiesced. 22 minutes. We're making progress. We'll probably do some more challenges sooner rather than later. But for now, if you like the episode, hit the like button. It really does help me out. And of course, you want to see more of my content in the future, hit the subscribe button. Join the Fade Tribe. My name is Farival. That was the highbrow challenge. I'll see you next time.